Today, I'm using one picture to guess the protagonist of this anime, Lobotomy Corporation. Yes, I do live under a rock, and no, I'm not taking any more questions at this time. First, I'll use the method of determining age and gender to narrow down who's the protagonist. Looking at these younger kids here, I'm fairly certain they're twins. Scientifically, you can tell by their identical vibe. I guesstimate their age range to be around 9 to 13, giving them a higher elementary or middle school energy. Now, this must be some sort of child genius who graduated college at age 10. And respecting the title Lobotomy Corporation and their outfits, the cast seems to be tied to the science field. Now, assuming a typical education path, they'd be at least 21 plus to hold bachelor's, maybe a master's. Let's just be real generous. Maybe they're all very smart people. I'm going to give them an age range of 20 to 30. For gender, these are clearly female, these are clearly male, and then we have this androgynous trio. We're just going to leave. It's fine. So there's too many unknowns for gender. I'm going to have to leave it as a question mark for now. So to figure out the ideal protagonist age, I'll calculate the average age of these 11 people. Since I don't have the exact ages, I'll just make using the midpoints of the ranges. So we're going to use the formula lower bound plus upper bound divided by 2, 22.23 years. This rules out the twins for sure. Using clues in the picture, let's thoroughly examine the rest of the candidates. So we're just going to start here. I'm not sure what gender this person identifies as, but one thing's for sure, they're seducing me through the screen. And unfortunately, that's precisely why they can't be the protagonist. I don't think I'm the target audience for this. So next, we have Child Genius. I'm thinking she's a Harvard grad at 10, very socially awkward, unable to connect with her peers. She looks like that here. I think her lack of defining traits makes her a really unlikely protagonist. Odds of her being the lead? 1%. All right, let's go over to Mr. Striped Tie. Could he be the protagonist? Maybe. Like, if I needed lobotomy, I'd probably trust him over some of the others. But let's be real. Like, after the operation, would I have known something went wrong? Or, it's going to be swimming all the way. But, ultimately, it comes down to one glaring detail. His height, he's too tall. This next person doesn't even look like they want to be here. Honestly, this is me every morning. This guy also looks like he's just counting down to the weekend. Are he and the previous characters related? I feel you, man. I gotta go to work too. Now this next one. She's the happiest of the group and is the only one sitting down. The more confident I feel about her being the protagonist, honestly, the more suspicious I get. She's sitting in the middle. She's very happy. Her positioning is different, but her washed out hair color and lack of pants suggests she's not a scientist. Like, what scientist runs around with no pants? Like, that's just dangerous. Basic safety 101. I think this is total Shutter Island situation here. She got a lobotomy and now she thinks she's a scientist. They just let her act. They're like, sure, right? She's the mascot. Trap. All right, we don't have a lot on this one. I'll list out what I have. Hair color, green. Eye color, unknown. Body, missing. These three main points all lead to the fact that protagonists cannot be floating heads. At this stage, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm starting to think there's no main protagonist. But let's keep trucking on, okay? Let's push on. She doesn't look as cheerful as our lobotomized patient, which gives me some hope. Other than that, I just kind of suspect she's the love interest, radiating like a weird manic pixie dream girl energy. That leads us to our grand finale. I know, the suspense was killing you. It's so obvious who else is left. So, let me explain to you why this guy is the one. He's one of only 2 characters wearing a tie, and it's paired with a lab coat instead of a suit jacket. See Mr. Striped Tie? Red, Color of his tie is also a dominant color, symbolizing some sort of leadership within the group. And his glasses just scream science expert. Science show, Lobotomy Corporation. And then his height and age are also average for the group, making him the perfect candidate. Therefore, he is our main lead. My reasoning has been flawless. There's no way I could be wrong here.